What is up, guys? For today's video, you're going to look to follow along with me for a full body foam roll. The only piece of equipment you're going to need today is the foam roller. We're going to start in the legs, targeting our glutes, the hamstrings, our IT band, our quads, the inside here, the VMO, as well as the calves. From there, we're going to look to finish by mobilizing through our spine and opening up to the chest and the shoulders. Find a little bit of space, and let's get started. Starting down low in the seated position, we're going to look to isolate our whole left side before moving on to also get the right. We're going to look to put that foam roller underneath our butt cheek, sitting mostly onto that left side. Now I'm going to use my hand to give as much weight into the foam roller or take as much weight away from the foam roller as I need to. I can keep a soft little bend in this knee to also help support through this base leg as well. Feeling it out, slow at first, easing your way into it. Starting on that left side, we're just going to shift our weight and rolling on that roller back and forth, massaging through that left butt cheek. If I can extend, start to put a little more weight onto that. Really get a full roll right from one side and down to the bottom. Good stuff. From there, when we're ready, we're going to position the foam roller over slightly. And I want to bring my left leg right onto the edge of this roller here, looking to get the backside here, our hamstring. Same thing. I'm going to look to use as much weight in or take as much weight off as I need to. I can start up top here, looking to get where that hamstring meets into the glute, the insertion. From there, I can slowly start to come down, rolling back and forth, looking to breathe and kind of settle into it. But we want to get the full hamstring. Keep on working it right down into where the back of the knee is. Good stuff. From there, we're going to look to keep that foam roller there and rotating over. So we're going to look to flip our hips, and I want to isolate this side here, the IT bend. Now this one's a little bit tender sometimes, so we want to keep that leg straight, bringing this now right side over top so we can support through ourselves here. I'm going to have my left arm here posting me, taking as much weight or putting as much weight as I need to into that foam roller. This one's tender, so let's be careful. And we're going to look to massage, rolling through that IT band. We can start up top, up to where the hip is, and then slowly breathe and work yourself down back towards the knee again. If there's some spots that are tender, a little bit painful, it means we should be rolling it a little bit more often. But look to breathe. If we need to, we can find a spot and hold it for a second. Let it kind of release a little bit before we look to move on. So let's slowly start to adjust ourselves. You can adjust the foam roller here too if you need to. Going a little bit lower. We don't want to go to the knee, so don't go too low, but right down, getting the rest of that IT band finishing off. Good stuff. So we want to try and keep this one now. Rolling over for our next move to the end of the foam roller here. I'm going to flip around so you guys can see it. But same, still finishing off through our left side. We're going to look to get our quad now. So bringing the foam roller right over, positioning onto the quad, but right to the edge so we're not rolling anything we don't want to. We can start adjusting it down by the knee, or you can start up top, up to you. And we're just going to look to slowly work the front side now. Staying relaxed. My opposite knee is sprawled out here for a little bit more balance. I'm posted on both hands here. And I'll slowly look to roll. I can adjust my body position to get lower, or I can adjust the foam roller here up so I can get that full quad right from the knee and up even further, finishing right into the hip flexor here. Good stuff. When we're ready, we got 2 more on the left side. I'm going to look to rotate my body now, posting more over onto my right side, and I want to get the left side, the inside here, our VMO. So we're going to position the foam roller on a little bit of an angle, same angle that I can follow here as it rolls. So this angle, I'm going to look to start nice and close to the knee and slowly work back and forth, massaging the inside. Good job. When we're ready, last one, we got to get our calf, and then we're going to look to move on to the right side. So seated onto our butt, positioning the foam roller down to the calf. I want to try and get the full length of that calf so I can start it nice and low, kind of where the Achilles is, just above the heel. Taking as much weight as I can into the foam roller. If I keep my butt seated, that'll take a little less weight off as well. This opposite side will be here for a little balance, and then my hands will help balance me too. Slowly rolling into the calves, I can kind of adjust, get the inside of the calf, roll it closer to the outside. If I need to, position it up a little bit. I want to make sure I can get the full length of that calf. Good stuff. When we're ready, moving on. We got to get the other side now, right side. We started up, seated onto the foam roller, over now towards the right side, isolating the right butt cheek. Putting as much weight or as little weight as I need to. Getting the full roll of that glute. Good stuff. When we're ready, slowly start to bring it down. Remember positioning it right to the edge of the roller, but it's still getting that full hamstring. So I don't want it to be here. I want to make sure I can get the full hamstring, just so the foam roller doesn't get in between the legs here. Having a soft little bend in that knee. Looking to roll into the hamstring. I can also kind of target inside a little bit more just by positioning the hips over a little bit. From the insertion where it meets the glute, we want to go right down. Make sure you're getting a full roll. Stopping right where the knee is here, so we don't want to go too low with it. Nice. Next up, we're going to roll over, getting that IT band. I can adjust the foam roller if I need to. Bringing the right leg onto the foam roller. The left side will come over top so we have a little more support. That way, we can roll ourselves here. Kind of where the hip is. Breathing through, working down, holding for a second or two if I need to. As I slowly start to work down. Breathing. Get a little tender. Let's keep working through. Your breath is going to help relax yourself so you're not fighting, tensing through that muscle too much. Let's keep working it right down, finishing off the rest of that IT band before we look to move into the quad. Good stuff. So we're going to position it now for a right quad. So the edge of the roller, stomach's going to face down now. Positioning it right. Top of the knee is here. Opposite leg sprawled out for some balance. I can go to the forearms. I can stay on the hands. I have good support through my hands here as well. As I slowly work into the quad. Good. Keep working up. You can also look to position different parts of the quad here. So kind of have to feel the foam roll out too. Some parts will feel a little sticky and tender, so we just want to work into that. Good stuff. Not foam rolling the knee, stopping just above the knee before we look to bring our weight down onto the left side, positioning the foam roller on that angle, getting the inside here. BMO. Good stuff. We've done both sides. When you're ready now, we're almost done. Taking the foam roller, and we're going to start to mobilize through the spine a little bit. So I want to be careful not to foam roll too low here. We don't want to go too far low to the lower back. We want to keep it more mid-back, upper back here, kind of T-spine area. So I'm going to start with that foam roller, bending the knees so I can use my feet for support to help take some weight off if I need to. We want to make sure our core stays nice and strong here, so we don't want to jeopardize that. That'll help keep the spine nice and sturdy. I'm going to take my hands behind my head. I want to try and keep a nice neutral spine. I don't want to put pressure on my head, but just take the hands behind the head. And we're going to slowly put weight and roll up and down. Breathe in. Stopping before we go too far low. We don't want to go to the low back. And then back up again. Upper back. I can kind of shift the knees side to side here. Feel that kind of open up a little bit too. Breathing and relaxing through. Nice. From there, we're going to look to let our head hang right down. Let's take a second here so we can let that neck open up and relax. You can take both hands onto the chest. Breathe through. Position yourself a little if you need to. Move your neck side to side. Good stuff. When we're ready now, we're going to look to continue to lie ourselves back, keeping that head back. Now we're going to look to bring our arms up overhead. Try and keep your shoulders set down into position. Let the arms relax. Let the T-spine open up. Opening up through the arms. Let the chest and the shoulders open up. You kind of feel it out here. Opening up through the wrists. And you might feel it into the biceps and the triceps and the forearms. Moving our wrists here. Circles up and down. Different positions. Hold it if you need to. Breathe. And then slowly look to support your head with your hands as you slowly sit yourself back up. Keep seated here if you need to. Don't rush yourself getting back up. Well, good stuff. That's the end of our foam roll here. We got the full body. Didn't take us too long. Hope to see you next time.